Hey, what's up everybody? This is Zach King from FinalCutKing.com, and I want to show you what happens when you download a template from my website. And if I'm under the template section and you've got a bunch of different templates you can download, this is a pack. I'm going to show you the lower thirds template pack. When you download this, you go through the checkout and all that stuff, either PayPal or with the download, you get this link and you double click it in your downloads. This is in Safari. If you want to see that, you just go up to Window and Downloads, and that window will pop up. And you can see I've got the pack unzipped here. And when you open it up, you've got a Motion 4 version and a Motion 5 version. So these templates work in both. If you open up, let's go with Motion 4. It opens up the file, it unzips it, and you've got all the templates. So let's say we're going to go down to the very bottom to the thought bubble. Let's open up the blue one. We'll right click, open with, and say Motion 4. And so if you're using Motion 4, that means you can use it in Final Cut 7. If you're using Motion 5, you can use that in Final Cut 10. So here is the lower third. If we play through, you can do this. You can come in and customize it. Command 4 will open up your layers, and you've got this area with the shapes and then the text. So if you want to change your text, you come down and click in here, and you can adjust this inside of Motion. Or if you want to save it as a template, you'll just come up to File, Save this template, and you can save this for Final Cut 7. So we'll name this Bubble Template Blue. We'll go to a theme, and I have a theme already made called Final Cut King. If you don't have that, you can go to New Theme and create one. Let's call this Test Theme. Create. Format, if you're in America, it's NTSC, and I'm just going to keep the rest of the settings like this. I usually don't create a QuickTime preview, and I'll hit save. Once it's saved, close this, open Final Cut 7. Once we're in Final Cut 7, you come down to your viewer, and the bottom right there's a button that you can click and come down to Master Templates, and you can come all the way down to that test theme we created, and there is the bubble template just how we expect it to be. So click that, and then opens up here in your viewer, and you can preview it. It even saved that change that we made in Motion 4 just a second ago. And I'm going to go ahead and put it down on top of this video, and since it's transparent, you can see it'll show up over the video. We'll need to render this, but that's not a problem. If you want to edit it, just double click, come up to Controls, and it's sweet because in Final Cut I can just say New Edit Made Here. And I can even change the word tip. I can say King. And you can adjust the text size, anything you want. Let me show you, if you're using Motion 5, how you're going to do that and integrate with Final Cut 10. So we're back in our folder. Let's open the Motion 5 version and open that folder, and you've got the exact same templates. Let's open Impact Lower Green. So open up with Motion 5. So when I'm making adjustments here in Motion 5, what I'll do is go ahead and just show you something. I don't like to save as template and publish it that way because Final Cut 10 doesn't seem to handle those too well. It does better if I export it already and have it all done in Motion 5. So I'll just create something here. You'll see if I want to move this text over, I just slide it over, make any adjustments here, and I'll export, Command E, and I'll make sure the export is same as source, open with QuickTime, video only. Under the render, I want to make sure I've got color plus alpha selected and pre-multiply alpha so that this is transparent and this the green will be showing. So we'll hit next and export this. And we'll jump over to Final Cut 10 when this is done. So I've got this imported here, and I just drag this on top of my video. It's its own layer, you can see, nice and neat. Shift Z is a fit to window, and if I want to do any transformations, you just need to right click and you'll see it's transform. It's also Shift T, and if I do a transformation, I can just grab this and move it sideways, or if you hold proportionately, you just hold Shift, and you can see I can drag it open and smaller, and I can move it, reposition the angle if you want to do that adjustment, you know, not in Motion but actually here in Final Cut. So those are the adjustments I make here. And then you've got that. A quick way to make a change is then go back into Motion, make your change, and then export it with the same file name so that Final Cut 10 just replaces it, and it works just fine. So that is how you're going to be using my templates in Motion 4 and Motion 5. and in Final Cut 7 and Final Cut 10. So I hope you download some templates. You can also get some free ones on my site if you want. I wish you the very best. I'm Zach King, and I'll see you in the next video tutorial.